In this video, a step-by-step process on how to find the moving trihedral of this curve will be given. To visualize this one in the 3D coordinate system, this first component is x equals t. The second component describes y equals t squared, which is now equal to x squared. And for the third component, we have z equals x cubed. The curve given in our problem is simply the intersection of the graph of these surfaces. So we have the graph of z equals x cubed and graph of y equals x squared. And the moving trihedral we're looking for is these vectors. And we aim to obtain the value of these vectors when t hits the value equal to 1. For the solution, let us first find r prime of t and r double prime of t. That's for our step 1. So these are the raw directions. That means we don't normalize this one yet. For r prime of t, we need to derive this one with respect to t. Deriving this one gives us 1. This one gives us 2t. And for this one gives us 3t squared. So we have this one for r prime of t. And deriving this term, we get r double prime of t. So that's why we have this one should be equal to 0. This one should be equal to 2. And this one multiplying. So that's why you will have 60. And that will be the value for our r double prime of t. Now, for our step 2, we need to substitute the value equal to 1. And you need to solve for the cross product. So what we have here is that substituting t equals 1 gives us r prime of 1. Substituting 1 here, it gives us 1. And then this one is 2 times 1. That's why this is equal to 2. And this one gives us the value equal to 3. And then for r double prime, we have 0, 2, and then 6. And then we now find the cross product of these two vectors, at which we will have r prime of 1 cross product with r double prime of 1. So what we have here is that this determinant method, which is also equal to this one, minus j of this one, and then you also have k from this one. So as a short review, you can actually obtain this one by removing the first column and the first row. You are left with this constant 2, 2, and then 3, 6. For this second set of constants, you can obtain this one by removing the second column and the first row. So that's why you will have 1, 0, which is for this one, and 3, 6 for this one. And finally, for k, you remove this first row and last column so that you will obtain 1, 0, and 2, 2. Okay, operating this one gives us these values. So you multiply this one, that gives you 12, and then you subtract it by the multiplication of this term, and that gives you minus 6. For this one, you have 6 minus 0. That's why you only have this one. And for final term, you have 2 minus 0. That's why you will have 2k. Simplifying gives us 6i minus 6j plus 2k. And this is the value for your cross product. And now for our step 3, we can then normalize the value of r prime and the cross product to easily obtain t1 and b1. So here we have the value for the unit tangent vector, which is r prime divided by its magnitude. So from the previous values we obtained, we can substitute that one. That is the vector 1, 2, 3 divided by its magnitude, the square of each input. This one is simplified to this one, and this is equal to the square root of 14. For the unit binormal vector, we take the normalized value of the cross product in step 2. That is this cross product divided by its magnitude. So earlier, we obtained the vector 6, negative 6, 2, and taking its magnitude, we have this square root, which is now can be simplified to this one. We can factor out 1/2 since 4 is common in this root, and then what remains is this one. We obtain 9 plus 9 plus 1, which is this one. we can cancel out 2 onto these inputs, and then this gives us 3. This one is -3, and then we have 1. So that we have the following result. So that it remains to calculate for the value of the normal vector evaluated at 1. This formula is given by the cross product of the binormal vector and the unit tangent vector. And that will be for our step 4, which is this one. So using the results we obtain in step 3, we have n1, which is equal to this one. This is the b1, and this is the unit tangent vector. We factor out these roots first so that you can have the square root of the multiplication of this one, which is 266. And then we have the cross product of these vectors. Let us now continue the calculation by executing this cross product. Here we have this formula which gives us these values, so that we have the following result. Here we have -9 minus 2. For this part, we have 9 minus 1. And then for this part, we have 6 minus -3. You have 6 plus 3k. This gives us the vector which is equal to -11i minus 8j plus 9k. Hence, the value for our normal vector evaluated at 1 is equal to this vector divided by its magnitude. So that the moving trihedral is given by the following set of vectors, which is T1, we have the unit binormal vector, and then finally we have the unit normal vector. And that's how you obtain these vectors. And if you want more of the contents like this, subscribe and see you in our next video.